Welcome back to session 5 in the 6-part series called Minding My Memory. My name is Trina and I am an occupational therapist working with people who are interested in learning more about their memory. In the previous sessions, we introduced what memory is, we talked about the importance of attention and some concerns that may come from driving. We also talked about stress and how this can affect our memory. In the last session, we discussed lifestyle changes and well-being. In this video, we are going to discuss more about communication and staying in touch with family and friends. It is very important for our quality of life and well-being to maintain relationships with others. We know that loneliness, while affecting memory and brain health, can also have a negative impact on our physical health and mental well-being. We know that friendships and contact with others is a protective factor for our memory to work. Staying in touch, why is it so important? Research says it is so important to keep up social contact, particularly for those living alone. For many people, interacting with others gives great fuel in terms of brain health. Just 10 minutes of social interaction stimulates your brain cells to grow new connections and strengthens those already formed, increasing your brain performance. Activities can be a great way to develop or shape relationships. Joining a book club, a community group, a choir or exercise group are all ways of upping your social interactions, even meeting friends for coffee. How may relationships change as we age? People may experience the loss of a loved one. Poor health may limit your ability to go out. If you are retired, you may not meet as many people as you used to. If you are experiencing memory issues, this might also affect your confidence in meeting people. What can you do about this? Joining a group or a club. If you are a carer, the Carers Society meets regularly. Think about volunteering in your local community, such as a sports club or second-hand shop. Local libraries have a lot to offer and are in a great place to meet people. Check out what is on offer in your local community. For example, men's sheds, computer classes, coffee morning, bowls or bridge. Plan ahead to meet people so that you have something to look forward to. Contact support groups if you have a specific condition, for example, Arthritis Ireland. If you cannot go out to meet people, try using technology to keep in touch. If larger groups become more overwhelming, try to meet in smaller numbers. Think about the tips we gave in week 2 about attention and minimizing distractions. Staying in touch with memory issues. When people are faced with memory issues, they may feel a mixture of different emotions that can affect how they communicate with family, friends, or health professionals. You might feel fear and anxiety, shame and embarrassment, or might be in denial. It is important to mention these worries to your family and friends. These feelings may affect your relationships. Sometimes you might find this tricky. Pick someone you feel you can trust and have a chat with them first. Noticing forgetfulness is something you should mention to your health professionals when asked how your overall health is, in the same way as you would report pain or dizziness. You may be embarrassed to share the issues you're experiencing. Please be reassured that this is not something to be embarrassed by. There are many ways that this can be helped, such as videos like this. Health professionals will know what help is on offer in your local area. Communicating and coping with family. Family can be very overprotective. With the best of intentions, family can sometimes override a person's wishes. It is important to let them know what your feelings are and what you would like to happen. Make sure that your needs and wishes are being heard. Communicating with professionals. We have found some helpful tips when attending clinical appointments. Before you go in, write down your key concerns. Bring someone with you if you can, as 2 heads are better than 1. Ask plenty of questions. If you don't understand something, ask them to explain it to you in a different way, or you can ask the health professional to write down the main points for you. It is a good idea to get reassurance with any worries that you or your family may have. Communicating with friends. We mentioned earlier that maintaining contact with friends will help to keep your brain healthy. Memory can affect your confidence, so some helpful tips we would give to people include: tell your friends you are having difficulty with your memory. You could say things like, "My memory isn't so good, I'm not as sharp on names as I used to be. I go to a clinic because there are some concerns around my memory." You will be amazed how many of your friends might also have noticed they worry about their memory. If you're not convinced, put yourself in their shoes. You will know how supportive your friends can be. You may feel embarrassed if you make a mistake and you feel it's very obvious, but often other people don't notice and are more concerned with what's happening in their own world. Sometimes people find humour can help to break the ice and get the message across. If you notice that you are not staying in touch with people like you were before, think about the things we have mentioned. Avoid becoming isolated. Staying connected is one of the best ways to help to keep your brain and memory healthy. Next week, we will talk about practical hints and tips to help with your memory.